Cassandra's voice was a low, jagged hiss. Those idiots. If you want something done right, you have to do it yourself. She paced back and forth, her mind racing through the wreckage of her plans. She wasn't just angry, she was vengeful. She didn't care if she had to burn the entire town to the ground to get what she wanted. Her sister, Sammy, leaned against the doorframe, her eyes cold. If you get your hands on Nettie, can I be the one who
when
kills
you catch
her?
Nettie, please can I kill her?
Cassandra let out a bitter, sharp laugh that held no joy. Yes, she whispered, be my guest. The two sisters were ghosts now, with warrants out for kidnapping, attempted murder, and money laundering. They were facing a lifetime behind bars, but prison didn't matter yet. Before the law caught up to them, they had one goal: find Nettie. At the district attorney's office, the air was thick with tension. Walter stared at the report on the desk, his face flushed with a mix of betrayal and fury. I read it, Nettie, Walter demanded, his voice trembling. Is this the whole truth? Yes, sir, Nettie said softly, her eyes full of sympathy. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. The corruption in this town goes deeper than we ever imagined. Walter turned to Rob, his jaw set. I want your best investigators on this. Find Cassandra and Sammy now. We have to be careful, Walter, Nettie interrupted. We don't know who to trust. Half of the department is on Cassandra's payroll. Rob stepped forward, his expression grim but determined. Then we find the ones who can be bought. We're going to end this. Nettie gathered her files, pausing at the door. She looked back at Rob and managed a small, tired smile. I'll see you tonight. A boyish grin breaking through his serious facade. Count on it. As the door clicked shut, Rob turned to Walter. I know everything is falling apart, but I have some news that might actually cheer you up. I'm going to ask Nettie to marry me, Rob said, his voice steady, and I want you to be my best man. Walter froze, his eyes widening. Did I hear you right? Mr. Playboy Rob is actually settling down. He let out a surprised chuckle, the first sign of light in his eyes all day. I won't make it easy on you, you know, but
Thank
it
you, my
would
friend.
be an honor. Later that afternoon, Nettie stepped into Mary's boutique. Mary greeted her with a warm smile, but it faded the moment she saw the look in Nettie's face. Nettie kept glancing over her shoulder at the street outside. What's wrong, sugar? Mary asked, coming around the corner. I think someone is following me, Nettie whispered. Have you told Rob? Nettie shook her head. No, he has enough on his plate with the investigation. I don't want to worry him. Honey, Mary said firmly, that man is crazy about you. He'd be a lot more worried if something happened to you because you didn't call. You need to tell him. Before Nettie could respond, she remembered why she was there. Oh, Rob has something special planned for tonight. I need a dress. Mary's eyes sparkled. Let me look around. I got just the thing. As they moved towards the back, a suspicious woman entered the shop. She didn't look at the clothes. She looked at the ceiling, the exits, and the security camera. She pulled out a phone, made a quick call, and then began to linger near the office. Sensing something was wrong, Mary ducked into the back to call Walter and Rob. When Mary returned to the front, clutching a beautiful dress, she announced loudly, "I'm sorry, but I'm feeling a bit under the weather. I'm closing early. This is my last customer." But the door didn't open for someone to leave. It opened for two men to enter. "Well, look at what we have here," the first man sneered. "A 2-for-1 deal. The mayor's wife and the reporter. The boss is gonna be very happy about this." The second man stepped forward, blocking the exit. "You got away the first time, Nettie, but you won't get away now. You'll be dead before your Prince Charming can find you." He laughed, a dry, hollow sound. "This is going to be fun." "So, it's you again." I remember the smell of cheap cologne and dollar store mouthwash. "You won't get away with this," Nettie said, her voice trembling but her eyes fierce. The men laughed. "What? We'll take the jewels, bury you both so deep no one will ever find you, and be gone long before Rob even checks his watch." The crooks heard the distant wail of sirens. "We gotta go. Load them up."
Oh my God!
Nettie and Mary were shoved into the back of a white van as the men sped off. Moments later, Rob and Walter burst into the boutiques, guns raised, adrenaline burning through their veins. "Mary!" Walter shouted. "Mary, answer me!" Rob's voice cracked. "Nettie, sweetie pie, where are you?" Silence. They tore through the aisles until they found a terrified worker crouched in the back room. Between trembling breaths, she told them everything. The strange woman who made the call.
Saw the abduction.
The two large men who stormed in.
You sure?
And the white van that vanished with Nettie and Mary inside. Walter staggered back a step, the worker's words hitting him like a punch in the chest. His grip on his gun faltered, and for a moment he looked like a man who'd forgotten how to breathe. Rob's face was drained of color. A woman called first. He echoed, his voice barely above a whisper. "What woman?" The worker shook her head helplessly. I don't know." She sounded calm, like she knew exactly what she was doing. Walter slammed a hand against the wall, the sound cracking through the boutique like thunder. "They took my wife," he said, voice raw. "They took my Mary." Rob swallowed hard, his eyes glassy. "And my Nettie, my baby girl." The worker flinched at the desperation in their voices. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I tried to call for help, but they were gone so fast." Walter forced himself to steady his breathing. Panic wouldn't save them. Rage wouldn't save them, only action. He turned to Rob.
We need to call everyone now. Send everyone to Mary's boutique now.
Scanning the street, the sirens were closer now, not distant anymore, but approaching fast. He looked up and down the block, searching for any sign of the white van, any clue, any direction it might have gone. But there was no sign of the white van at all, as if the world had swallowed up the whole van. Inside the boutiques, Rob's voice cracked as he spoke unto the phone. Pastor, it's bad. They took them, Nettie and Mary. They took them. Walter's face hardened, jaw clenched, so tight it trembled. Rage simmered beneath his skin, cold and focused. He pulled out his phone and dialed a number he hadn't used in years. The line clicked. James Torres. Walter swallowed, forcing the words out. This is Mayor Walter Lott, he said, voice low and shaking. I need you. They took my wife. A beat of silence. Then James's voice sharpened. I'll be there in the morning.